What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another video today, and in this video I'm going to be taking a look at the Gemini Jets December 2021/January 2022 releases. New releases out just before the holidays, Wednesday, December 22nd. Without further ado, we're going to go ahead and jump straight in, because I just want to see what these releases are. I don't really care if they suck or not, because my Christmas list is basically full at this point. So, start off with the 1-200 releases like we always do. And our first one that we have is a U.S. Air Force Boeing C-17 Globemaster out of Altus Air Force Base. So, a very usual 1-200 release there for military every now and then. They don't have a separate military production line of models in 1-200 like they do with 1-400. Next up, we have a United 737-700 in the flaps down configuration. Now, if I remember correctly from last month, the October-November set, that was also a combined release set then, we did get a regular release United 737-700 Evo Blue with the split scimitars, so I would not expect a regular release to follow after that, and it isn't. It's instead a Transworld 717, an aircraft that I just recently picked up in 1-400 scale. Make sure to go check out that unboxing video if you haven't yet. For the 1-400 model, by the way. Should clarify again. Same registration and everything, so 418 Tango Whiskey. It's a really nice model, 1-400, so we'll see how the 1-200 collectors get a feel for it. And again, pictures are going to be slow to load on my end, but we have the next one. It is Southwest, a 737-700 with the Lone Star 1 livery and the flaps down configuration. So there is another state livery for the 1-200 collectors out there. And because this has not been released previously in 1-200, I would expect there to be a normal release. And of course it is, so there is that for you. Moving up the list, we have Freedom 1. Finally, Gemini Jets releases this in 1-200 scale, also with the flaps down configuration. So I will be very interested to see how that turns out when the pictures come out for this set of releases. So they initially announced this as a future release in 1-400 and 1-200 a while back, so we'll see if the 1-400 release has this model in it. So, of course, backtracking to 1-200, the next release, of course, is a regular wing configuration Freedom 1, if you don't want flaps down. Moving up the list, we have another Interactive Series 777 freighter. This one is with EVA Air Cargo. So again, typical 777 Interactive Series stuff here. So opening L1 door and rear cargo door there in the back. Moving up the list, we have another Interactive Series, back-to-back Interactive Series releases here in this release set. So this is an Atlas Air 747-400 freighter. So we did get this in 1-400, I think, last release set. I shouldn't say last month at this point, because it's basically like 2 months at this rate, so I wouldn't be surprised if this is what happens with Gemini going forward here. Moving up the list, as once again the pictures are taking a while to load here on my end. I'm not sure what the deal is with this thing. We have American Eagle, the ERJ 145 from the last release set from 1-400. So same registration, everything, 603 Kilo Charlie. I'll be very interested to see how that turns out as well in 1-200, as the 1-400 release does not have as many details as the 1-200 release would likely have, based off what I would expect. Next up, Allegheny Commuter. Oh, I think this is the Twin Otter. So this is one of the new molds they announced back at the Airliners International Convention in Phoenix back in, I think it was July of this year. So this is one of the new molds they announced. They also announced I think they announced a 1-200 C5 Super Galaxy, and then there's another one I think they announced. I can't remember that off the top of my head right now, but this is one of the new molds, a Twin Otter. So Allegheny Commuter is the first release with this new mold. Moving up, we have an Alaska, our commitment, 737-900ER with the flaps down configuration. I do believe we did get this previously. Actually, no, I don't think we did. I think this is next release here will be a regular wing configuration release. And, Fly with Pride Alaska A320s. So, yeah, now that I think about it, yeah, we did get this previously, our commitment, but not this one, the Fly with Pride. I saw Aero Classics release this in 1-400 a few months ago. So if you're interested in this livery and you want it in 1-200, here's your chance. That's all the 1-200s we have for this month. Pretty good set. Looks like we have one military release to follow for the 1-400 section, and it is a Royal Australian Air Force C-17 Globemaster with the 100th anniversary sticker. They've been doing a lot of those lately, so we really want to push those out. All right, moving up to the 1-400 section. Let's see what they got going on for us this month. I certainly would not want to have anything good be released this month, but our first release, we have a UPS 767-300. I already have one of these, so I don't think I'll pick this one up. Let's see, this is a different registration, 322. I think the one that Gemini did release, the one that I have is 320, and that's with this updated worldwide services titles on the aircraft. Moving up the list. Oh boy, I did not want there to be anything good. Oh boy, United 737 MAX. I believe this is a -8. Is it a -8? Of course it is. So, you sneaky people there, Gemini. Dang. It's not the one that has the Aviate sticker. That was the one that they brought to Oshkosh back in late July. So, they just did a regular liveried one. But it would have been cool if they did the Aviate one, I think. But I think a regular livery is what more people would prefer, and I definitely agree with that. And we get Freedom 1 in this release set, so as I expected from what I said back covering the 1-200 release set. Future release finally covered, so there's that taken care of. Next up, we have a Korean Air 777-300ER with a flaps down configuration. So I definitely expect this release to be on the updated JC Wings mold that has the slot-in wings. Next releases I would expect would be in the regular wing configuration. Now, I don't think they've done a Korean Air 1-400 release in quite a while now, so this is kind of a welcome return for them. Next. Oh, no! No! You're joking. You are joking right now. Okay, literally, I said this in the last release video, that this is what we needed. And of course it has to be released in December, after my Christmas list is full. God, you people. But I'm so glad we got this. I'm not mad. I'm not completely mad about this. I'm just mad that I'm probably not going to get it for Christmas. I definitely won't, obviously, because this is not going to be arriving at retailers until like January. But, bruh. Alright, so that's one release I'll definitely be getting right there. So, happy that they did that one at least. And we get Fly with Pride here in the 1-400 section. So, Alaska E-20, again, Fly with Pride. Kind of an interesting livery there. Moving up the list again, we have an Air Canada 7879. Or I think that's a dash... No, I don't think that's a -10, because they don't have any -10s. It would have to be... Yeah, it's a -9, as I would expect. Yeah, so kind of an interesting release there. And then our final release will be a regular wing-configured Air Canada 789. And that is all of the releases we have for this month. So, good set once again. Really happy with how this set turned out. I just want to verify that I did not skip over any releases before I go over them, which thankfully I did not. So yeah, that takes care of all that. So I'll cover the 1-200 section first. The Fly with Pride A320, I think that one will be a bit interesting to see how that turns out. Our Commitment will probably be popular. I'm very interested to see how the de Havilland Twin Otter will turn out, the Allegheny Commuter release. That'll be very interesting to see how that turns out. A lot of flaps down and optional, or the interactive series releases, I should say. Got a lot of them in this release set. We got a total of 4 flaps down configuration releases this month with the Our Commitment, Freedom 1, Lone Star 1, and the United 737 Evo Blue splits. And then for interactive, we got the Atlas Air and Eva Air Cargo. ERJ 145 for American Eagle was really nice to see. And then the military release, as expected, just one release there, so nothing too interesting, at least for me. But 1-400s. Gemini Jets does it again. They keep up the regional jet streak with another regional jet release this month with the American Eagle Embraer 175, a model that I've wanted for so long. Now, the only other one that we need is the Embraer 170. That has the smaller winglets and preferably the retro livery, because they've had that in their fleet for about a couple of months up to this point. So I would hope that's in the works and that will be out at some point. But look at where Gemini's going. this is good, keeping up the streak here. So hopefully that will continue into 2022. So that model I will definitely have to see if I can get my hands on here before it sells out. So that's going to be one I had to order as soon as possible. But Christmas list is full, so that will create some complications. The Fly with Pride again, so another one of those months where you get the same aircraft in both scales. And then same goes for Freedom 1 as well. United Max 8 is kind of interesting. I may have to consider picking that up. I only have one other Max 8. That was the Southwest second release from, I think, like 2017, or I think it was 2018, one of those 2 years. And then UPS 763, so our only Gemini Jets 1-400 release this month that it does not have an item number in the 2000 item number range. So that's 1918. Everything else is all in the 2000 item number range. So overall, a decent release set this month. A lot of variety for a majority of the collectors, minus the European collectors, so I feel kind of bad for them now because American collectors have basically been spoiled up to this point with all kinds of new releases, ranging from regional jets to narrow bodies and not so much wide bodies. I mean, that Korean Air 777, I think that will be very interesting to see if you're trying to do something like, say, Chicago O'Hare, or something similar where they get Korean Air 777s. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have for this release video. So again, massive unboxing number 9 coming out in just a few short days. I'm not sure if I'll have it out on Christmas Day or a little bit after. I'll have to see how long it takes me to edit the video and all that fun stuff. So with that being said, that is the end of the video. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.